Alaric finds Isolde collapsed in the hallway and warns her the sister ghost is false, a spirit conjured by the estate to break her will. The hallway. The stone was cold against Isolde's cheek. She lay crumpled where the sister ghost had left her, one arm bent beneath her ribs, the other sprawled across the worn floor as if reaching for something just beyond her grasp. Her breath came in shallow pools. The hallway stretched above her in shadow-pooled arches, and somewhere in that darkness she could still hear the echo of her sister's voice. "Isolde, how could you?" though the ghost had vanished. A sound cut through the suffocating sweetness of grave roses that clung to the air, footsteps, deliberate and unhurried. Isolde's eyes snapped open. She pushed herself onto her elbows, fingers scraping against stone. The figure that emerged from the shadows wore midnight blue like a second skin. Alaric. His pale face caught the amber light filtering through the cracked stained glass window, and for a moment she couldn't tell if he was real or another phantom the estate had conjured to torment her. Isolde. He knelt beside her, and his hand found her shoulder, solid, warm, present. The touch sent a shiver through her, a shock of something other than the estate's cold weight. "You must not believe in that false spirit. The sister ghost is but a trick of this accursed place designed to break your will." She stared at him, her mind still scattered like dust motes in candlelight. "But Alaric, I saw her with my own eyes. She called to me, pleading for help." Broken, accusatory, her voice cracked against the silence. "I saw, I heard. How can you tell me I didn't?" His jaw tightened. He pulled her upright, and she felt the steadiness in his grip, the certainty of someone who had learned the estate's lies long ago. "The estate feeds on such emotions, Isolde. It will twist your perceptions, make you see what it wants you to see." "I don't," she swallowed hard. "I don't know what to believe any more, Alaric." He drew her against his chest, his arms encircling her shoulders. The embrace was both comforting and unsettling, the unfamiliarity of him beneath the velvet, something that didn't quite breathe the way living things breathed, was palpable. Yet it was also the only solid thing in a world that had begun to liquefy around her. She buried her face in his cloak and inhaled the faint scent of roses and something darker, something that made her chest tighten with a thrill she couldn't name. "The handprint," he said quietly, his voice vibrating against her ear. "Did it burn your skin, or did it only seem to?" She pulled back enough to look at her palms. They lay pale and unmarked in the candlelight. No blisters, no burns, just skin. The realization hit her like a door slamming shut on a room full of ghosts. "The cold," she began, but even as she said it, doubt crept in like frost at the window. Had she felt the cold, or had she simply expected to feel it? Alaric turned her hands upward, inspecting them with the precision of someone looking for evidence. "The estate binds spirits to reflective surfaces," he said. "Glass, water, polished metal. Your sister appears nowhere else because she cannot. This thing was made, not summoned. Made, not a ghost at all, but a conjuring, something stitched together from her own guilt and the estate's hunger worn like a puppet's skin." She looked up at him, and for the first time since collapsing in this hallway, she felt something shift inside her. Not hope exactly, not yet, but the smallest crack in the suffocating certainty that she had failed, that she was the cause of her sister's torment. Alaric released her hands, his jaw hardening. "The estate's machinations run deep, Isolde, but you are not alone in this, not any more." She nodded slowly, her fingers finding the cold iron of the doorframe beside her, something real, something that wouldn't dissolve into shadow. Around them the hallway settled into its usual oppressive silence, but it felt different now, less like a tomb closing around her, and more like a puzzle she might, with his help, learn to solve.